Hello and welcome to Reality Talk Show. Today we will be discussing a very important topic, and I'm not alone on this. I have three other persons who will be joining me from three different states in this country. First of all, we have Pastor Peter Eguafo from Kano State who will be joining us, and also from Kogi State we have Miss Opeyemi Olukosi Abiodun, and from Abia State we have Mr. Isaac Omeza, who will also be joining us as we progress in today's reality talk show. I am Olaliko Jeremiah by name, and as you've known already, we'll be discussing why youth and marriage. Are youth supposed to discuss marriage? Must youth discuss marriage? Why must youth discuss marriage? Why youth and marriage? So we move straight to the business of the day. We go to Kano State, where Pastor Peter Eguafo is waiting to tell us what marriage really is all about.
Marriage is an agreement, a contract between a man and a woman, which is legally and socially binding. Also, marriage scripturally is a covenant instituted by God, ordained by God, between a man and a woman. Please take note, marriage is not for boys. It's for mature men and mature women.
Marriage is not for boys and girls. Does that mean that young people are not supposed to discuss marriage?
Why not? The question also asked, I may also ask, should young people discuss some biological things? After they go to school, they teach them some biological things, some system in the body. Why can't they discuss marriage? By that, take note, we teach them, and the Bible says, train up a child the way he should go. Let them have the knowledge, the pre-knowledge of what it takes. They watch it at home, they know that their father and mother are married. They understand what marriage is all about. Some of them, as young as they are, they will tell you that they don't want their marriage to be like their father's mom. So why would they not discuss marriage? The earlier the better.
All right then, youths are supposed to discuss marriage, which means the boys and girls are classified under those that are not, well, as we continue, you will know what class they fall into. Back to you, sir. Today we see most elders and even some pastors in the church, when young people walk up to them to tell them how they feel about marriage, the will of God, we see that some of these persons, they tend to shut down these young people, telling them that they are supposed to focus on their career and the discovery of purpose until they are financially buoyant before they talk about going into marriage. Sir, what will you have to say about that?
The question is that the word until, when will they be financially buoyant? When? At age 40, at age 50, at age 35? There's no determinant for one to be financially buoyant. A boy 23 can be a millionaire. A boy 24 can be a millionaire. Why would they not discuss? Why would they not think of it? Is finance a determinant for marriage? That's the question we ask. Is it a determinant for marriage? Why should they not discuss it? Discussing it gives them an idea what it takes and how to prepare for it. But to just push them out not to discuss it. When would they discuss it? That is the question. When?
Finance is not a major determinant for marriage. But abego, I will advise you young people, if you are not financially stable to take care of at least two people, abeg, don't go into that marriage. Pity the damn self. Thank you so much, sir. We will return back to you. Now we will move to Kogi State, where we have Miss Opeyemi waiting to tell us qualities that ladies are to expect in a man they would like to get married to. Miss Opeyemi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Jerry, for having me on this show. Okay, I think I need to reframe that now. What would I desire in a man I'm getting married to? Quickly to the question, and let me just supply answers. As a kingdom citizen, I believe that we don't do things on our own. We need to involve God. Don't say I'm too spiritual. Obviously, marriage is spiritual. and this is not what you can do on your own. So I believe that everything is subject to the God factor. There are some things I feel that he should have, and there are some qualities I believe that it is a must. This must is not alternative to it. So number one of the must is that he must be genuinely born again, not someone that attends church on Sundays and that is all. No, someone who the cross has passed through and has passed through the cross. Another thing again is that he must be financially stable through a mix of education or entrepreneurship skills. I'm not after a man that has the whole billions in his account. At least what is enough to cater for the needs of his family. You know, they say there's something, no money, no honey. Well, that is just a joke anyways. But then, at least let him be educated to a point that can fetch money, if that is the means with which he wants to take care of his family. And if not, let him be skilled. Entrepreneur wise, let him be skilled. So I believe that is another must. And another thing again is that he must be loving. I can't be with a harsh man, someone that is temperamental, he has anger issues. There's some persons that yes, they're truly born again, but then that is what they call their weaknesses. No, he must be loving, courteous enough, must be gentle, such one that has the fruit of the spirit, you know, and someone that is also subject to the spirit leading and control. It must be one that has same scriptural background. Now take for example restitution. I believe that when you do something that is wrong, you need to restitute your way by making amends. And he's saying it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. You can just overlook those things. Oh no, we don't have a background that is operational then. No, let's have a spiritual background that is certain. You know, talking about faith, talking about giving, talking about service to God. Well, another thing is that he must be a man of vision. He must have a vision for his home, his family, society, and even the ministry. You know, I've always wanted a man that is in my ministry. I have a lot of gifts that God has given to me, and I know that He didn't give them to me because He just wanted to dish out gifts. He gave them to me so I can bring in dividends. And so, he must be a man of vision. He must have vision for this ministry that we're getting in together as well. Then, well, he should be good looking. I think that is the only should I have. So, I should have a goodly countenance too. He should be good looking. So, I think this is the things, the qualities I would desire in a man I want to get married to. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Okoyemi, for those wonderful qualities that were listed. We'll move straight to Abia State, where we have Mr. Isaac Finney waiting to tell us the qualities that men, young men, are to look out for in a damsel, in a lady they would like to get married to. Mr. Finney, over to you.
Thank you once again, Mr. Jerry. We'll be talking on some few things. As a young man, what qualities do I expect that a young lady should have? Well, it's very simple. The first thing I will say as a young man is to first of all know myself. Yes, first of all know myself. That's what the Bible said, know thyself, O man. So you have to know yourself first of all. So in as much as men are different, there are different peculiarities to different men. So what I will want in a woman might actually be different from what another man will want in a young woman. However, every young man who will get married, who eventually will get married in the preparation stage, must make sure he discover his purpose, discover where he is going. That will also make it easy for him or easier for him to know the qualities that he will be expecting from his wife. Okay, so having said that, there are general qualities that every lady, every young woman should possess. So it doesn't matter whether you are getting married to me or getting married to anybody, in as much as you are a young woman and you are moving about around the streets, you go to church, whatever religion you practice, there are basic virtues, characters qualities you should possess. Understand? And the first thing that stand on the line is the aspect of respect. As a young lady, you need to know how to show respect. That one is unapologetic. Like you can't bargain it for anything. The thing is, well, I know we are now in a society where they preach gender equality and all of that, but I must tell you, pop and plain, as a lady, as a woman, you must by all means learn how to show respect. It's a quality that is very, very important. It doesn't matter the level of your qualification, it doesn't matter where you are coming from. In as much as you are a woman, it is I mean it is mandatory for you to learn how to show appreciation. Is very, very important. It's very, 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 very important. Also, now as a lady too, those are what I'm saying now. They are just general um, characteristics that or characteristics, yeah, virtues that you should possess. Also, number two of it is that you must learn how to show appreciation. Or having this entitlement mentality as a woman is bad. Maybe, of course, you get married tomorrow and be like, yes, you get married and all that. It is the right of the man that you must provide for the house, provide for everything in the house, and bring all of this. Still, you have to have that spirit of appreciation. Your husband, and you don't wait till when you get married. This is a time for you to start learning how to show some of those appreciation. You must not wait till when you get married. You get married to men. In fact, a writer said, if I can't really recall the name of the person now, but I'm going to say what he said. I will just paraphrase it. He said, everything you are doing now as a single, you are definitely going to do them when you get married. So if at this stage in your life as a woman, you don't know how to show appreciation, somebody do something for you, you don't even know how to say thank you, somebody give you, maybe it might be money, or you can't, or anything you can't, you don't even have, you just have this entitlement mentality. And it is very absolutely bad. As a woman, it is very bad. You need to learn how to show appreciation. It's very, very, very key. It's very, very key. Learn to show appreciation. Every single thing that is done to you by any individual. It's not even maybe that it must be a man that must reach you. Anybody at all, just be appreciative. Yes, because somebody said that when you appreciate is an application for more. So if, for instance, I give you money, I give you money today, tomorrow you come back and say, thank you for yesterday money, and then maybe another time, maybe as we meet, thank you for the other money you gave to me. You're going to, like, I'll be happy to give you more, or to even give you when next you ask me. But if I give money to you and you just felt nothing, next time if you come, even if I have, I'll tell you that the money I can't release it. I will not tell you I can't release it. I'll just tell you that I don't have money to lend to you now, because from the experience you are not even appreciating, or you do not even appreciate the ones I've done. So what's the essence? What's in it? So it's very, very important. Yeah, it's very, very important. Another thing is another virtue quality that as a young man, a young man we want in a woman, or that as a young woman you must possess, is the being informative. Yeah, sure, being informative ability. As a woman, I know generally from studies and research, we're told that women, they have more brain, like they remember things more than the men do. Okay, that's fine, but you have to be very, very informative. Like, have informations at the tips of your fingers. I like me personally. I like it. Like, I don't. If I ask you something, like, you should be able to give me, like, it may not be very details, but you should have ideas. You have ideas. You have ideas. And how do you get those information? You get them by reading. So a lot of I remember interacting with a lady sometimes ago while I was still in school, and I asked her if she was reading a book. She told me that her Bible was enough for her, and I was shocked. What's the meaning of that? Even though I didn't say it out, but within me I was like, wow. So there are still this kind of people. You understand? You have to be informed, and the only way you can be informed is by reading. So as a young lady that you are, you don't beauty without knowledge is vain. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You understand? And we should, well, it's good we spiritualize everything, but there are some things as a lady you must learn to do. Like, you must be informed. You must have information. You must have them at the, like, have them at the tip of your fingers. Like, know things happening around. Understand? Know what is going on. Like, yes, know what is going on. Know what is going on. Don't just sit down and you are just not seeing. No, 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 it's not good. It's not good. Okay. So be informed, be informative. Like, have information at the tip of your hand as a woman. It's going to go a long way um to help you. And then for some men too, they will like it very, very well. Yeah. And then another thing is another quality that as a woman you need to have. This one is not even peculiar to just women, even men too, they need it, is that you are being detailed. Yes, you are being detailed. Yes, you are being detailed. Understand? So yeah, you are being like you are being detailed. You are being detailed. Maybe something happens, or you are taking record of something, or you are in charge of something, and you know every bit of information about that thing that you are doing. Being detailed, like, be detailed, is very, very good. It's a virtue, is a quality that as a young woman you need to have.
Ah, Mr. Finney, you are missing something very important too. This thing is very, very important. You are missing out the issue of food, Mr. Finney.
Let me remove my cap, man. Now this one, learn how to cook good food. Oh my God, you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, you must learn how to cook good food. Good food. Like, do you understand? Do you understand? Like, good food, you must learn how to cook it. Good food. Ah, oh my God. I'll have mentioned a woman's name, but I don't want to mention her name. This woman can cook. She can cook. So as a young lady, please, I beg you in the name of God, the way you are striving to make heaven, please strive like that to know how to cook good food.
Very, very important.
It's very key. Because they used to say that the way to a man's heart is through the stomach, or through I don't know how whether through the stomach or through the mouth. Yes, the way to a man's heart is through the mouth. Please, if the food is not sweet, that means you have not entered my heart with that. So you have to cook, not just cook. So it's very, very important. That is for me. For me, oh, I don't know. Yeah, but then it's very key. The more serious note is very key. Learn how to cook. Not just indomie, not just rice, like different delicacies. Understand? Yes, different. And also for the men, for the guys too. It's not just a ladies' work. For the guys too, you can learn how to cook food. Personally, I don't know how to cook all food, but I'm still learning. But at least for now, I can cook what I can eat. But anyway, it's not rubbish I'm cooking, at least. But then, if eventually I get into marriage and I'm stuck in the kitchen, like not stuck in the kitchen, like my wife doesn't have strength to cook, at least I'll cook what we can eat. Anyway, that's by the way. But on a more serious note, you have to, as a lady, you must learn how to do all of those things. They are very, very important, and then they are going to put some spices, good spices, to your marriage when eventually you get married. There have been cases of women, because they don't know how to cook and all of that, problems. I mean, problems that are unnecessary, that are not even supposed to be heard. Then they start emerging as a result of inability to cook. So it's very, very important. Now that you're still single, you have to learn all of those. Go online, go on YouTube. If need be, go to someone who can do it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for those wonderful qualities listed, Mr. Finney. We move straight to Kano, where we still have Pastor Peter Egwafor still waiting. Sir, I believe you've listened to the wonderful qualities listed by our two young guests. What would you like to say about those qualities?
Those quality actually is talking about the ideal man, the ideal woman for their life. It's okay. One of them must be born again, of course. You must, if you're a child of God, you must get married to one of like precious faith, that's actually born again. Because if a sinner gets married to an unbeliever, somebody without that is not the same, like that is not of like precious faith, definitely we all knows that when a child of the devil marry a child of God, of course, they are waiting for Satan to be their mother-in-law, father-in-law. It must be good looking. So it's not good looking. That means you can't marry that person. That should be carnality. All you should aim at is what is God saying about that person. That must be financially stable. So if I'm not financially stable, you marry me. Knows that things can turn around. That's why the Bible said, whosoever findeth a woman, findeth a good thing. Another thing that follows is that obtaineth favor. So when you get married, there is a favor attached to it. And remember, the Bible says marriage is honorable. So as soon as somebody get married, there is a honor attached to it. So you must not wait until the person is financially stable, because things can change. I'm a personal example, but a living witness of that. When I got married, what do I have? I was not waiting to be financially stable. I knew it's time to get married. As soon as I got married, level change. So I don't want someone to buy that idea until the person is financially stable. And that's why a lot of young people, some people have interacted with me, so I'm not ready yet. I'm not financially stable. I'm a teacher. I'm collecting this. Forgetting that if it's of God, God can do anything, because there's a favor attached to it. And good things follows it.
So I think what she meant there is that the man should be able to at least raise finance that will be able to cater for himself, the wife, the family affair. He should be able to cater for the needs of his home. And finally, sir, do you think marriages with crisis today, one or both of the couples might not have looked out for these qualities stated before getting into those marriages? Or what do you think are the causes of crisis in marriages today?
Well, I will not say those crises. Yes, qualities are good. You want to look at good qualities, they are okay. Qualities like a character. It's okay. But I want to tell you, somebody can be born again, but the character need to be shaped. As soon as he's getting to know Christ more, characters are shaped. As soon as he gets into marriage, characters are shaped as well. But if you say that those qualities are part of the things, because it's not looking good, we call crisis. Because there's no financial stable, the person financial stable, call crisis. May I tell you that those are not the major causes of crisis in marriage. One of the major causes of crisis in marriage is what we call misunderstanding. That means there must be an understanding. Understanding the sense that it's a two-letter word, understanding. That means one person must be under, the other person must be standing. Or one person must be standing, the other one must be under. If both of you are standing, there is crisis. If both of you all are under, there is crisis. So one person must be under, one person must be standing. Otherwise, it will cause crisis. Another major thing that causes crisis is what we call mismanagement, money management. When money is not properly managed in a home, I want to tell you, it causes great crisis. That's why during courtship, you must deal with that issue called money management. Trash it out. Either you agree both of you to have a joint account or you have a separate account, but you must see how to manage it well. You must properly trash it out. Otherwise, there's going to be crisis. May I tell you, even though you are young, one also major crisis in marriage is what called sex. Very, very important. I won't go deep into that because I'm speaking to young people. My beloved sons and daughters of Zion and sons of God, I want to counsel you, don't get married without seeking God's face. He started it initially. The Bible says, beginning God made the foundation. Don't just pick anybody from anywhere and get married without getting a definite direction from the Almighty, the one that instituted it. You need to consult him. He's the maker. He knows everyone. You might think one of the major mistakes young people makes is that they felt they know that girl. They know that, but you don't know them. That's what I normally tell young people after when they cause marriage. Marriage is not this we're talking about. When everybody have told you goodbye, marriage has started. So you must consult the maker, the one that ordained, that instituted marriage. And he promised to direct your path. So that if there is crisis, you can easily go back to him. Another thing again, another counsel I will give to us is that most of our young people, they are carried by emotion. Forgetting that emotion is stronger than knowledge. Go ask Solomon. Solomon will tell you that emotion is stronger than knowledge. Solomon is one of the, in fact, the wisest king. But what destroyed him? Emotion. So most of you are carried away with emotion. So I want to counsel, don't be carried away with emotion. Most people that said, I love this, they are all infatuations. They don't understand. So watch against your infatuation. Guard against your flesh. When the time comes, God will give you the right person. And be disciplined. That is my counsel.
Misunderstanding. One major factor that causes crisis, misunderstanding and mismanagement of fund. Lack of financial literacy. Lack of financial literacy. So I advise that every one of us should be financially literate. Whether you are a man, you are a woman, no matter how old or young you are, you need to be financially literate. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful time. And also to Mr. Finney and Ms. Okoyemi, thank you very much for taking out time to join us on the show today. And to you out there watching this, thank you very much for taking out time to follow us up to this very point in time. I believe you've learned a lot. Please drop your comment in the comment section, and if you are blessed by this, do well to subscribe, like, and follow us on this channel. This is Reality Talk Show. Thank you very much, and see you next time.